I am teacher Sector, and I'll be teaching you business studies. So how have you been? Plus, how have you been? You've been fine. Some of you are not fine. Some of you are not fine. From one. From one. Guys, I've said I'm teaching you business studies. Business studies. Many years ago. For story. Story coming. Many years ago, before we had money, people used to exchange services through a system called barter trade. Through a system called what? Barter trade. Yes. Imagine grandfather was a farmer growing maize. So he was a farmer and he was growing maize. While his neighbor, he was a fisherman. So the grandfather was a farmer while his neighbor was a fisherman. Okay? So one day, he needed fish for his family. So the fisherman needed fish. No, the grandfather needed fish for his family. Okay? Yeah. So he carried a bag of maize. Since he was a farmer, he carried a bag of maize to the market. To where? To where? A market, a place where we buy and sell goods. And he wanted to exchange it for the fish, since he wanted to take fish that day. Okay? But there was a problem. When, what if the fisherman didn't need maize? Come on. What if the fisherman didn't need maize? What do you think will happen? The grandfather has got maize and the fisherman doesn't need maize. Maybe he needed salt or something.
No business will take place.
No business will take place definitely. Sindio? Okay? So this means it was very difficult, and people started thinking of better ways to exchange goods. And over time, money was introduced. Money was done what? Money was introduced, and after money was introduced, it made trading to be more better, because if I need something, I'll just pay you and I'll acquire that particular product. So, what does it mean to today's topic? Introduction to the business. What comes to your mind? What is business? What is business? What comes to your mind? What is business? Introduction to business. What comes to your mind when you hear the word business?
The extent activities, let's say
Let's clap for Abby. Class, let's clap for Abby. He has said it is the exchange of goods and services. So what is business generally? And why is it important in our daily life? Let's find out, okay? So we defining the word business. Definition. Take out your business notebooks and we are defining the word business. I'll just highlight it there. The word business means he has said the exchange of goods and services. Okay? Exchange of what?
Goods and services.
Exchange of what? And in the first place, what is a good? What is a good? Can someone explain to us what's a good? We define goods and services. So, what is a good? Karanja?
Something tangible.
Clap for Karanja, you are saying it is something that is tangible. Something that is what? A tangible. For example, this pen, can you see I can touch it? I can touch it. Okay.
Yes.
When you say I can touch it, it simply means it's a good, isn't it? This table, you can lift this table, you can lift that chair, anything that you can touch. The word tangible means something that you can touch. Okay? Something that you can do what? Class?
Can touch and feel.
Yeah, you can touch and feel. What about services? So we have here example. Example, chair, table. Now we come to the word service. What's a service? Before we define the term business, because we've come across the word, it's exchange of goods and services. So we are defining goods and services. So who can tell us what's a service? Hilda, can you try? That's she has got it. From the word tangible, definitely the service will be intangible, okay? If goods is tangible, the service will be what? Intangible. So examples of a service, who can tell us the examples? Who can tell us the Aisha? Teaching. What I'm doing, what am I doing here? Is it a service or a tool?
A service.
I'm doing a service to you. See here? I'm doing a service to students, okay? Number 2. Banking. The third one.
Hairdressing.
Huh?
Hairdressing.
Hairdressing. Maybe the last one. Yes, Ida. Insurance. No, that's enough. Okay, since we've known what's a good. Okay, Abu does that.
You've left out.
I've left out what?
Is it not a service?
Eating. You are doing service to yourself. You see, they normally do services to a car. So when you hit, you're doing service to yourself so that you can gain the energy to run the daily activities here. Okay, so that eating does it qualify to be a service?
In case of, let's say, eating competition, there are people support so you are offering that service for them. You are winning as
What I can say is that you're offering service to your body.
victory belongs to them. So what am I offering to them for them to become?
So we come to that. Okay, class 6, we've known what's a good and what is a services, and we have highlighted examples of goods and services. I'll just pose to you a question. Okay, let's define the word business first. Business is any activity. Business is what? Any activity that involves production, buying, and selling of goods and services. Production, buying, and selling of goods and services. Class, can you read here? What's a business?
Is any activity that involves production, buying, and selling goods and services.
Any activity that involves what? Involves production, buying, and selling of goods and services, and don't forget to include the word to satisfy the human needs, okay? To satisfy. To satisfy what? Human needs and human needs only, okay. Human needs. The other one is the necessities, okay? What's a need? What's a need? You desire to have something. You desire to do what? What is? She just asked, what is a desire? What's a desire? I wish. Maybe you are wishing to maybe I'm wishing to honor you. That's the desire. I'm wishing to honor a very good job. That's the desire. I'm wishing to honor a very good house. That's a desire. Okay, class. I have a question here. Have you ever traded something with a friend? Have you ever traded something with a friend? Maybe just trading something with a friend.
Yes.
Have you?
And a bigger car.
So you've done what? You've done business without knowing. You've traded something with your friends, so you've done business without knowing. Okay? You have maybe traded something with a friend. What was that? Was it a good or a service? A good. Class, and what changes do you think people face with barter trade? What are challenges, not changes, challenges do you think people face with barter trade? Karanja?
That part when I have a book, I want to exchange with you, but you don't want mine. You are aspired to have anything else, but not mine. For example, I have a bucket of let's say mangoes, and you wanted a sack of flour.
Yes.
So you see there's that. What does it?
What do we call that?
Kwa Kiswahili tunaita kutofautiana.
Yeah, I've gotten your point. That's a challenge by the way. Like the fisherman, he had maize and his neighbor had fish. So the neighbor wanted some salt and the fisherman had maize. So you see, that's a challenge. So that's why business was people came up with business and they generated some forms of payment like mobile payments, cash money. Yeah, that's basically what I was talking about.
Another challenge.
Okay.
If there was issue of equality, let's say, is it equality?
Yes.
Where balance.
Equality of the goods.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
If there was issue of equality, then there are circumstances where I can come with a sack of maize of flour or maize, but what you give me, it is not in comparison with that I'm giving.
Yeah.
For example, you are giving me a goat. You see, a goat is a higher price than a sack of maize.
some are expensive than
Yeah. So the goods are not in comparison.
yes, that's our challenge. That's why I say it was a good idea Pokemon mode of payment so that we can solve the problem of equality. Now we can relate the business. Every day we interact with business and we buy food, we buy clothes, we buy phones, we buy anything. See, every day we relate with business because even right now when you go to a day, you will feel like you want to buy some. What? Are you eating food? What are you eating? Samosa. That, you see, that's how we can relate. We can go to the second phase. That's the importance of business. Importance of business. No, basically from what you have learned, can you guess one importance of doing a business? Yes, Abid?
Generate income.
To generate income, yes. To generate income. Income. Number 2, Aisha.
Avails a variety of goods and services.
Yeah, to provide goods and services. That's correct. Provide goods and services. Number 3, who else can try? I'll come to you, Karanja. Wait, Amon is not talking. Amon, can you give us the third important for doing a business?
It provides employment opportunities.
Yes. Creates employment or job opportunities, okay? Okay, job opportunities. Then can you give us the fourth point? The fourth point. The importance of doing a business. Yes? Oh, to generate revenue. Club or builder. last point have you? Aisha? The last point?
Enables one to obtain what he or she may not be able to produce, like your story of the fisherman.
Oh. That's basically to provide goods and services.
No, that's a different point.
Come up with
It enables one to obtain what he or she is not able to produce. And providing goods and services is what that trader or the person from the
it.
shop
What
is providing goods.
if he said to fulfill the desire or to satisfy human needs?
Okay.
It's the same thing. She has said to do what? You have said to?
See, you're not even listening. Enables one to obtain what he or she is not able to produce. From that story, I was very attentive.
Yeah, I can see that you are very, very attentive.
So you see they concur in you see there it is provision of goods and services. But
Okay.
just providing. But
So
here,
this is just to provide only.
but here it provides what I am not able to produce.
Okay.
For example, I have money, but I don't have land to plant maize.
Yeah, that's very correct. That's very correct. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Okay, class. All the points that you say, they are all correct. And we start by highlighting the first point. The first point, really you can start with provide goods and services. Provide what? Are you writing notes?
Yes.
To provide goods and services. How can we explain this one? Yes, Karanja?
We can say the primary or what business focus on primarily is just the provision of goods. What have we discussed in the definition of business?
We've discussed, we've said that it's any activity that involves production, buying and selling of goods and services.
It says itself by its definition. Involves production, buying and selling goods and services.
Yes.
Provide goods and services. So the main or primary aim of business is to provide the what do we call the community at large with those services.
Yeah, clap for Karanja. So we can say business enables individuals or the society to obtain goods and services. Yes. To obtain goods and what? Goods and what class?
Services.
Okay. The second point, creation of job opportunities. Class, you see, when you go to the other side of the institution, there is a certain factory that was set up. I know most of you don't know that because you don't normally go around the institution. Who has ever gone there? Amon. Have you ever gone to the other side?
I went, yes.
Huh?
I went.
You went with me? When? I don't remember. So the other side of the institution, there is a factory that was set, and they call people and they say there is a job opportunity that it is available. That job opportunity is to pack French beans. Do you know French beans? You ever seen French beans? Have you seen French beans? It's here. It's even here in the market. The market. I don't know Kiswahili, but they pack French beans. So the whole community, the whole Waitede community, they went there and they got a job for packing French beans. Okay? So that was a business idea that was generated by someone, and it created a job opportunity to the society. So that's basically what you see here is it has created an employment, and it has solved the problem of what? The problem of what class? So basically, who can summarize this point? What we just said, Amon?
Creation of job opportunities
Yes.
has led to employment of many youths in the communities who have been otherwise jobless.
Okay, that's correct, Karanja.
Establishment of business, let's say drills of factories, let's say companies, has led to creation of job opportunities to
The community of the society. Oh, that's correct. He has said that. Clap for Karanja and Amon. Yes, he has said that establishment of factories and companies has led to solve problem of unemployment. Yes, solve the problem of unemployment. Number 3.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, ask.
What is the difference between company and factory? The difference between company and factory?
Factories and companies.
Yes. What's the difference?
The difference between a factory and a company.
Yes.
Who can solve that? Difference between a company and a factory. Okay.
I can try. Like many factories can make up one company. Like what?
That's basically what you call amalgamation in business, whereby two companies, two business come together to form one company. That's amalgamation skill. Okay. So, does it have any difference?
Yes. When you say that, what about a farm?
A farm.
Yes. A farm, factory, and company.
A farm is an industry.
Yes?
A farm is also an industry. Okay. I don't think it's the same thing. A factory and a company.
It's not same,
It is not the
but
same thing.
a farm, like a factory. Let me say,
Okay, we'll come to there after the lesson.
a farm.
Just come to your point now. Number, okay. Abu does something to say.
A factory, I want to give the difference. offer certain services.
Okay. So you see where the difference comes here, goods and services. A company may offer services, a factory produces goods.
Because raising that question, our primary school teacher last year
Okay.
told us that Mumias. So I want to just to clarify. When we Mumias, Nsoya, those things in just using your own words, put those 3 words in a
Okay.
contextualized
Okay.
setting. For example, yenye ndielewa haraka.
Let me try.
Okay.
So, in a contextual sentence, we can say a factory is let's say a manufacturing, let's say, establishment, whereas a company is a processing, yeah, a processing establishment or setup. Okay, I've got it.
I really need to do an assignment. Okay. Let's go to the point number 3. It contributes to the economic growth. That's what contributes to economy. How does a business contribute to the economy, the growth of an economy? Who can try the growth of economy, the world economy? Who can try? How does a business contribute to the economy? Yes?
It pay corporate tax to the government. So that tax that it pays lead to the growth of an economy.
Yes, clap for Haman. I've had the word tax. You see, even cigarettes, those people who smoke cigarettes, they normally pay tax. What you call it? Is it value added tax? Yes. What you call it? VAT. Even alcohol you are consuming. Most of you are consuming alcohol. I know. There's some people who are taking alcohol here. But you should not be taking because it's only for people above the age of what? 18 years, okay? Above the age of what? The age of 18 years. So I was talking about VAT. Even alcohol and cigarettes, they have, when you are consuming it, you are also paying tax, okay? You are also paying what? Tax. So we explain that a business generates income and pay taxes and boost countries' economy by increasing the food production. Okay?
Yes.
A business generates income. A business
Generates
it first generates income, and when it has generated income, it pays taxes. And what happens when the taxes are paid? What happens when the taxes are being paid?
The economy grows.
The economy
Grows.
boosts the economy.
Leading to high GDP.
Gross what?
Domestic.
Boosts the economy, right?
Gross domestic tax.
GDP.
Class, how many minutes are we?
Money, what is the difference between revenue and tax?
Revenue and tax.
Yeah.
Who can try revenue and tax? A revenue is simply what it's being collected from
Like in that point, you can also use the term revenue instead of tax.
Taxes are revenue.
It's the same thing, but the revenue and tax is
So
the
I'm
same.
just asking, can I use revenue?
Yes, you can use the word revenue.
Okay, I have a question.
Ask.
How can the business generate income if it's the one that is paying tax?
So,
See, that explanation is a bit.
what have we said about business on job creation? About opportunity creation.
I've understood. I'm talking about that explanation.
She's saying about the explanation I've given.
Yeah, it's.
When an individual engages in a business,
Yes.
the business itself generates income.
Is it continuous or different sentences?
Yes?
Is it continuous or different sentences?
It's a continuation.
No, it's not continuous. I've just highlighted the points.
Okay.
That's why I was saying, first a business generates income, then it pays taxes, and what happens, I was just explaining, that's why I was saying, and what happens after the taxes has already been paid, it boosts the income. So I'm just shortening the points, okay? So you just have a main explanation from your KLB. Yeah. How many minutes are we? 3 minutes. Are you sure? Okay.
It is over.
Yes?
It is over. You.
Yes?
Time is over. You.
Time is over, it's almost over. We just continue from the next class. So, yeah, I have a chat. I'll just display for you. Okay. I'll just remove the chart, then I'll have you guys to copy the notes. What can you see from the chart? You're seeing the definition, you're seeing the importance, and also you're seeing the types of business activities of which we are going to tackle it the next class, okay?
Yes.
Okay? So, can you read class? What is a business?
Is an organization
That provides goods and services
to satisfy human wants.
to satisfy what?
Human wants.
The next point, what can you see? You can see the importance of a business.
Yes.
Number one of the importance? Yes, to provide what? Goods and services. Number two? Yeah, it creates employment or job opportunities, okay? Number three? Yes, it contributes to the economic growth, okay? Number three? Number four?
Aids innovation and creativity.
Yes, it aids innovation and creativity. A business makes you to be creative and innovative, okay? So, this chart will remain for you to copy. First, let me give you, we have come to the end of the session, and I'll just give you an assignment. Identify local business and categorize them. Identify the local business and give the importance. Give importance. From the KLB page 8. So class, did you enjoy the lesson?
Yes.
You enjoyed the lesson?
Yes.
How was it? It was fine. Did you enjoy?
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you for cooperation. Thank you for cooperating with me.
You are welcome.
I'm welcome.
It's done by supervisors.
Okay. So, you can just copy the assignment before I wrap, okay?
We are done.
Class, are you done copying the assignment?
Yes. We are almost.
Or you are just eager to go home?
No.
You're just eager to go home?
We left school.
Huh?